Hey everybody, John here. Welcome back to Catbird Hill. So it's been a couple weeks, probably more than that, since I started the part one, phase one of the Sawmill shed build. And that was the video where I was digging the holes with the one-man hydraulic auger. I'll put a link to that video up here and you can catch up if you haven't seen that. The reason that there has been a pretty big gap of time between that episode and today is I got into a very heavy-duty project on our house. I was rebuilding a bay window on the outside of the house that had some water damage. So I've spent the last couple weeks trying to get all that done. As you can see, it has gotten cold. It's about 40 degrees today, which actually feels pretty nice, but at nighttime it's getting down well into the 20s. And, you know, I want to get exterior work and painting and stuff like that done before it gets much colder. So that's why that project kind of jumped in front of this. So, and you're probably also wondering, why is this guy using a post hole digger when he went to all the work to rent an auger to dig these holes? What has happened is, since I did that first phase, we've probably had a total of almost 4 inches of rain here in southeastern Pennsylvania. We had the remnants of a hurricane come through about a week and a half ago, dumped at least 2.5 inches of rain on. So there's been a little bit of wash down into the holes, which, you know, isn't that much. But the other thing that's happened is this area, the site where I'm building, is underneath of a lot of big white pine trees. I've got a whole slew of them here. I've got another massive one right back here. That's just an enormous white pine. So anyhow, the prevailing winds blow all of the needles onto the ground here, and a lot of these holes were just filled up with debris, you know, some organic debris, needles and leaves and stuff. And I just wanted to get all of that out of here before we start, you know, putting the posts in and, you know, getting things into a little bit more of a final phase. So one of the things that, another reason that I like to excavate a little more soil in these holes is to put in some drainage rock below where the posts are going to sit. That'll prevent the posts from sitting in water if we do get a lot of rain. So what I'm going to do now is go around and basically put a layer of gravel, stone here in the bottom of the holes. We've got all of our posts cut, and I'll just give you a little tour here. I set up a little staging area for all of our wood. So what we've got here are 8x8 pressure treated posts, couple different lengths. And the reason these are actually going to be the structural kind of foundational posts for the actual shed. And the reason they're so short, you'll see it a little bit later on, but these are actually just going to form a base for ground contact with the support posts for the entire shed. And the reason that they're cut in different lengths is this whole kind of building site is on a slope. So in order to get when I get a laser later on, when all the posts are set, they're cut longer than they really need to be. When I get the laser level set up, I want to have, you know, obviously a nice even surface on all the posts to build the frame. So because of that slope, I have to accommodate for the fact that the holes on the lower side, they need a taller post to get me the height I need. And then the 4x4 posts, we have a lot of these. We actually have 14 of these. These are going to form the base of the Sawmill platform, which holds the track assembly. So I've got 14 of these cut. The track, the finished track will be, I believe, just a little over 20 feet long. I think it's 21 feet long. So we're going to have these spaced, you know, roughly every 3 feet or so. And, you know, so I want to get, my goal is to get all these things set in the ground this weekend. and then after the Thanksgiving holiday, probably take a day, get a laser level set up, get everything leveled and cut to its kind of final height, and then we'll start building the structure from there. So I just wanted to do a video to kind of update you as to where we were in the overall process, and to let you know that the project's still going on. It's just hasn't been the most ideal weather conditions to work. And then, like I said, another project got in the way, but that's how it's always going to be. And this is not an emergency. I mean, I want to get these posts in the ground before it gets too cold, but after that, once I get the posts in, I can build the platform for the sawmill, assemble the sawmill basically right on site here, rather than build it in a garage and have to transport it back here. I want to get the platform all set and perfect, and then I'm going to basically create probably a little temporary shed back here with a table to set up all the parts and so forth, and just over the course of a few days begin to put that sawmill together. Because I had mentioned in the earlier video that I do need the sawmill to be working. I have to cut some more timbers for the framing of the sawmill shed. That's it. That's where we are right now. Thanks so much for watching. I am gonna create a playlist. My first playlist will probably be the sawmill shed. I'm gonna get that created so I can start dumping the videos in there, and people can go back and watch them in sequence if they happen to catch one out of order. But other than that, hopefully this weekend, if the weather holds out, I think it's supposed to be dry this weekend. I'm going to try to get all these posts set, and we'll do a video of that. We'll do a video, and we'll talk a little bit about probably one of the universe's most fascinating controversies, which is, do you set posts in concrete, or do you set them in some kind of a dry material like a gravel or sand, or that. We'll talk a little bit about what method I'm going to be using and exactly why I'm going to be using that method, and why I would never use the other method. So stay tuned for that. Thanks again for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Please leave a comment, any thoughts you have on this project so far, and make sure you hit the bell icon to get notifications when we do upload videos. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and share the videos. Till next time, John here from Catbird Hill. Take care.